Alright, what's going on, boys? So today we're going to be backtesting NAS100 on the 5-minute. We're going to be doing October of 2024. I did the entire 2025, and then now I'm doing 2024. So I figured I'll record a month, see what we get. I'm just going to pretty much be backtesting live. I just did September, which September was actually a horrible month. We took 4 trades and all of them lost. Some positions I think marked out. Yeah, this day was crazy. Literally 2 A+ setups and they both just lost. Beautiful setup here, beautiful demand, nice level liquidity, and it just lost. And then you have this bottom demand with this as level liquidity, and it just lost. It literally stopped you up by like a pip or two, and then went up and hit a TP. Just crazy. But I have no clue what October has for us, so could just be pretty much the same thing as September. We could have another month that's not that good. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're working on right now. If September, I'll fill in October after I record all this, because if I backtest and note everything down, this video is gonna be really long. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go through day by day. Our trading session is 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. right now. I'm gonna be taking long and short positions. Before, we only really took long positions on NAS, and we started to find out that short positions actually perform very well as well. So we've been taking those. We've been tracking risk to reward on each trade. In backtesting, I'm just taking strict 1 to 4s. But I'm noting down pretty much what it hits every time, so then we can figure out some rules where to target TP at. So there was a short position right here, but we barely took out any lows, and we've been just kind of consolidating, so we would never even look to take that. We do have a demand down here under these lows. I think we just missed it. Nope, tapped right there. Next candle. So this is 9:30. So you'd be taking a New York Open flip. This can be very volatile. So either this trade's probably gonna lose in a candle or two, or win in a candle or two, because like New York Open's super volatile. But you have your level liquidity right here under all of these lows. Let's see. Yep, like I said, it's either you win off the bat or just lose off the bat. Yeah, again, that's something I'm noting down, is how many trades win or lose from New York Open. That's crazy though. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for that day. On to the next. Have demands in right here, which I think it closed inside. Yeah, invalidated that. There's nothing else besides down here, which New York Open just took off. So that's it for that day. There we go. Okay. There's nothing. Sure, we're gonna be looking for demands right now. Wow. Okay. Must have been 8:30 news or something that took off. 8:30 news paired with New York Open, and you usually don't even ever. You won't ever be able to really catch a trade. It's so volatile. sideways movement. Nothing. There is actually a demand right here. Let me replay this. Just saw that now. I swear I get too fast all the time. There's this demand right here. This level of liquidity. There's, those aren't the best, but there's for sure a level of liquidity right here. I don't know if we, oh God. I mean, we have a valid reaction. This is a new 1 hour candle, so we'd probably wait for that flip, which is going to be the same as a candle close anyways. Stop loss under these wicks right here. If you're targeting a strict 1-4, be right there. And to go over this trade, valid demand zone, you have a valid level of liquidity here that broke its own high. Price came down, pretty volatile how it came down, but we still get a beautiful reaction. This is after New York Open, so it's going to be very volatile. We'll see what we get here. There's a bunch of sideways movement. Whoops. And did just end up fizzling out and losing. That's actually shocking. So then this is something we're kind of testing right now. So 1-4 didn't get hit, but a 1-3 would have got hit, and then if you were targeting the structure, would have got hit. So I'll mark it down as a loss, but then I'll write down, hey, this 1-3 hit, the targeting structure hit for 2.45%, whatever. So then at the end, we can see what's actually most profitable based on like what we're targeting here. But yeah, that's a perfectly fine position there. It just looks like it just started fizzling out. So what do we have so far for, I think 2 losses, right? Yeah, 2 losses, okay, bet. Say there is a demand zone right here, which we just tapped. Let's see if we get an entry candle. We did get an entry candle, so demand level right here, that level of liquidity right here. Price took out its own high. This is our valid entry right here, 835. Stop loss below the wick. 4. And yeah, there's really nothing wrong with this trade. Kind of have like, you have this nice open gap right here, and you're kind of getting to the top of it. So there might be some selling pressure, but really it's NAS, so you're going to be taking any demands because it's a bullish indice overall. But there's also a gap below, so it could just go down for that gap. But regardless, it's a position we'd always take, and it, yeah, straight to stop loss. And it, wow, okay. Stopped us out and went straight to TP. That's crazy. Okay, so there's that position. Did it? Yeah, that's that. Okay, and then that's it for that day. So yeah, really nothing wrong with that position. That's a perfectly valid position to take. That top out demand, I did not. Okay, there we just gotta just tapped a demand level right here. We have valid liquidity right here under these lows. Draw it out. This price went up, took out its own high, price came down. Not the cleanest, but still okay, especially for demands. We took out this high to the left as well. Right here would be a break of candle entry, especially with that bottom wick right there to the left. It's a super long wick, so we'd for sure be taking a break candle entry. Targets would be 1-4, just very high, so let's see it. And trade stop loss again. Right after, let me guess, New York Open? Yep, New York Open. Yeah, it might be a thing to literally just close your position before New York Open and stick the NAS like really early in the morning, because it screws up every single position. And yeah, we actually tapped a demand down here. The problem is with this, it's so volatile, it's going to give you multiple entries. So like, yeah, this gave you an entry, would have got stopped out. This would have been your second entry. Like, what even is this candle, bro? What even is this? Like, literally, what is that candle, bro? One candle took up the entire move. It's a mess. You can't trade it. The closest thing you can get to New York is like taking New York flips, open flips, and that's about it. But even at that, that's risky. So we're at now 4 losses for 1, 2. Well, this technically targeting 1 to 3 or structure would have hit. It's just that 1 to 4 didn't hit, which that's whatever. So 1, 2, 3, and then I believe we got one back here. 4 losses. It's crazy, bro. Same thing in September too. Okay. There's no position to the left. Say I see a supply zone, but yeah, just validated it. So wow, okay, and yeah, 8:30 news. That's pretty much it for that day. All right, let's see what we got here. Bro, 8:30 news again. Oh my gosh. The New York Open after was just untradeable, bro. What the heck? I don't think that supply is valid. No, it isn't. It's crazy, bro. 8:30 news on top of New York Open's just insane. Let's see what we got this day. We have demands to the left, but it's not wanting to come down, bro. Oh my god. That's it for that day. Wow. Okay, let's see what we got for this day. Demands are for sure on the table, but some nice demands on, but we're not gonna come down, are we? Nope. Nice. All right, on to the next. Okay, I was gonna say we have actually, this is a perfectly valid trade to take. This was just straight Asia session, but I'll mark it out just because I just saw it. Beautiful demand. I don't know why these trades can't happen in our session in October, bro. I don't know why it's so bad. Long position. Stop loss under the wick. Targeting strict 1 to 4s. I don't know if it would have hit quite a 1 to 4. It would have actually barely, literally barely. It's crazy. But yeah, that's golden A+ position right there. Beautiful, but not in our time frame, so unfortunate. Wow, it's volatile today. It's like no zones, literally. I don't see any zones. That's it. Yeah, I don't know where all this volume's coming from. bro. Nothing again. This is Friday. Do you see a demand zone down here? I'm not sure if we're gonna tap it or not. Okay, we have a valid demand zone right here, which, God, is this after New York Open? Yeah, 5 minutes after New York Open, bro. This is scary, bro. Valid liquidity. How fast they came down is just insane, bro. Targeting strike 1-4. God, dude, half the moves in one candle, bro. Okay. Bro, like, that's... I hate trades after New York Open, bro. Like, it's so volatile. Oh my God. It hit after coming to break even like 3 times, bro. What the heck? It's crazy. Yeah, that's a valid trade to take. It's a very clean trade. Demand's at the bottom. If this level of liquidity, you have another level of liquidity up here. Price came down, really clean. Just unfortunate that New York Open is just so volatile. Like, this is the definition of like setting a trade and just not looking at it because, God, I don't even know what you call this, bro. Like, it's insane. Like, you just have nice, clean price action all through here, and then New York opens, and it's just straight, like, it's just so volatile, bro. But that's it. That's crazy. Those, like, Rooster rewards, it literally covered all of our losses for October. It's just, it's crazy. Still looking like a really slow month. Might be another red month as well. Let's see. God. That's it. Okay. Do we have any supplies? Nothing. Level of demand, but the zone's massive, bro. What? Yeah, I just probably wouldn't take this because of how big the zone is, but yeah, I lost anyways, bet. Say there's demand zone right here, but invalidated that one as well. Comes New York Open. Oh my gosh. Insane, literally insane. Very bearish. Supply level, but did we tap that? No, just missed it. Nothing. We do have demand here. That's like insane. Yeah, I just wouldn't ever be taking that. Realistically, you have this demand level here, and it would be very clean if we had this and we actually like broke that high a decent bit. But it's just like we literally broke it by like the smallest little bit. It didn't even close above it. Yeah, I just realistically wouldn't even take that, but it does look like it won. So. Bro, what the hell? What time is this? 9:35. This is actually a position we'd probably take, I'm not gonna lie. This demand, and never mind, it's invalid. Oh, it's looking so slow. Bro, it's gone. Oh my god. Dude. Okay. That's it. Okay. Do have a nice demand down here at the very bottom. Not gonna tap though, nice. Maybe we're tapped. I can't tell if that's valid or not. Oh wait, no, I went through the zone anyways. Not valid. Dang, yeah, there's nothing that's valid. Supply, none of that's valid. Gosh, dude, it's just straight up and down. That's it for that day. Oh damn, I went too fast. Okay. There's nothing anyways. This demand zone, there's none of these demands are valid. It's super volatile today, I don't know why. I was gonna say, here's a demand zone, but I guess this one's actually technically valid. It's just this that's throwing me off. If it didn't have this structure, like this, just straight bearish structure the whole way to the zone, I'd be taking it because you'd have level liquidity right here. But the main factor is it's just a bottom demand zone. Price reacted massively from it, which it still might win just because of that. Oh man, I lost. 9:30. Yep. That's it. I don't know if that's the end of October, bro. Literally have one more day. Not seeing any zones either. New York Open, that's about it. Is that it for October? Nope, 31st. We have one more day, bro. Oh my gosh, okay. Lock in. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, there is a valid supply right here. It's crazy last day, bro. Can we pull through for the last day? Good level liquidity. Okay, yeah, I'm not even lying. This is a valid position, bro. This is for sure a valid short position. Bro, this would just be another loss added. But yeah, this is a valid short position for sure. Target strict 1 to 4. It's really not too much to go over in this setup. There's just a nice level of nice supply level. extend the zone to the top wick of this candle next to it. Nice level of liquidity. Price broke its low 2 times actually internally. We've got all this liquidity above all of these wicks here. Price went up, swept it. Beautiful candle close. But we'll see what we get here. Bro, another loss to end the month, I swear, bro. What? Yeah, bro, I'm making sure everything's valid. That's crazy, bro. September and October, we've been just having horrible results on NAS. That's crazy. I think that's it for this month. So we're gonna be taking bullish trades right now, and yeah, New York Open just absolutely dumps everything. That's crazy. I'm sure that's it. Yep, that's it. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna go over. We have 1 loss. Definitely, this month's definitely negative for sure. 1 loss. We did a nice 1 to 4 that actually hit. So we're at 3%. Another loss, so we're at 2%. Another loss, so we're at 1%. Now this one's like obviously it lost, right? Not saying it didn't lose, but again, these are one of those. I'm getting a good bit of these trades where like 1 to 4s might have lost, but 1 to 3s hit, where it's like the other way around, where like 1 to 4s hit, but it didn't hit structure or something. So these are kind of the biggest. We honestly need more of trades like this, because these trades are the ones that are actually going to cause us to make specific rules and learn how kind of NAS performs and where we should be targeting our TPs at. But yeah, so technically another loss. So this is break even right here for October. If you're targeting strict 1 to 4s, and then I believe this is our first loss. Yeah. Okay, so it's not that bad. We ended up just down 1%, which is really nothing. Again, if we were targeting strict 1 to 3s, we would have definitely been a profitable month. But yeah, okay, and that's not that bad. September, we literally had 4 losses and 0 wins, which actually, since I'm recording, I'll just go over, I'll just go over all the trades in September real quick. So I want to show you guys, these are all perfectly valid setups to be taking to. Okay. This one right here, I have this marked, and of course it's literally just out of our session. But beautiful, literally beautiful trade right here. Like nothing could get more A+ than this. Yeah, just beautiful trade. TP at the highs was like almost 1.6, which is crazy, and I hit it like in like 15 minutes, bro. Crazy. Okay, so we have this position. Valid demand, valid level of liquidity, took out highs. In Forex, any one of these pairs over here, bro, I would not be taking trades like this. It's specifically NAS and gold. I'd be taking trades like this because they just eat off demands, bro. Even though this structure is bearish, we're taking out highs. We have no reason not to take demands on a bullish indice like this. Just unfortunately, it did run up, but unfortunately, we just ended up losing. And I think this was after New York Open. Yeah, New York Open right here on this candle. Straight to stop loss, bro. So then we have this trade. This trade's another perfectly valid trade. Level of liquidity, break of structure right here. Price came down, beautiful candle entry, and then just straight stop loss, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So there's 2 perfectly good positions. This day is insane. This is the last day I even got a trade. Insane, bro. Like live markets, this would be like crazy. Yeah, so you have perfectly fine demand zone, nice level of liquidity, price came down, beautiful entry signal, and gave an entry, ran up, went to stop loss, which is like, okay, you know, that sucks. A+ setup, you know, it lost, whatever. And then you have this setup, which is another A+ setup. There's nothing wrong with this setup. Beautiful demand zone, nice level of liquidity. Here, I'll mark it out. This low, taking out its own highs, is level of liquidity. You also have this one, which this was for this position. But price got a fake out on that position, came down, reacted beautifully off this demand, literally stopped us out by like a pip or 2 and ran straight to take profit. just crazy, like crazy. September was on some crazy stuff. And I checked. I don't know if this had anything to do with it. Weirdly enough, this was kind of like a no news Monday. Like, we had no orange or red folder news. So I don't know if there just wasn't enough volume for this day. That's one major thing I noticed, because I was like, no way, I gotta check. Like, there had been something going on. I thought it was like a bank holiday or something, but there was just like no news, which is weird. And I think, okay, I was going through, I went through twice, because that was on September 9th, and literally the rest of the month I didn't even get another position that was valid. Like, yeah, I was going through and through, there's literally nothing. Every single day I just went through that. There's nothing. There's supply here, but problem with this is, first of all, I'm pretty sure this was actually news on 8:30. Yeah, it was. So you'd never be taking that regardless. But a second thing is that, yes, we did take out these lows right here, but at least for supplies on a bullish indice, I would like to see it take out this major low here to the left. But regardless, that was a news candle right there anyways, so we wouldn't have been entering that short position. And this day, there's just nothing here. This day, same thing. And this day we had this demand, but I believe, what was it with this one? I thought I went over this in the beginning of the video. I thought there was something with this setup. Because there's a reason I didn't mark this up. Oh, it was literally purely because you have two entries you could have gotten. Either close of candle or break of candle. And both would have resulted in a stop loss that big, and targeting 1 to 4 is just, it's just a little unrealistic. And yeah, it's just kind of an easy one to like skip out on. It's after New York Open, the stop loss is absolutely massive. You can't really get an entry on there. So I just have it kind of marked out. This trade, I believe, was invalid. Let me just better double check. But I'm pretty sure this trade was invalid. Yeah, closing the zone. Yeah, nothing else that day. Like, we're getting nice trending markets. It's just there's no setups. Just like crazy. Yeah, we have this right here, which we just didn't take out our own high, or else this would be kind of a valid demand. So that's very unfortunate. Yeah, just nothing here either. This day was just straight sideways, bro. Straight sideways. Yeah, looking back, you do actually have a demand here, but liquidity is just... The problem with this is this demand's absolutely massive. This liquidity is very small, and it's very far away. Like, if you just look at this, how it is, it looks just weird. And then you have this, but it's just one candle liquidity, and we didn't really get a valid fake out. So this would never really be a trade I'd be taking. Especially just since the liquidity just is so far away. Actually, did we even take out our own high? Oh, we did, barely. But yeah, it's just a bunch of just poor setups. This day didn't have anything. Same with this, didn't have anything. I'm just really just kind of going through, making sure I didn't miss anything. I think that just missed. Yeah, that just missed. That demand's invalid. Insane. Valid supply, but closed inside. So nothing that day. Another valid supply, but we closed inside. Really nothing else. And then yeah, there's October. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I literally just showed you guys September, and it's crazy how like slow it was. October started to pick up just a little bit. At least it wasn't minus 4%, which is crazy. By far, definitely the worst month NAS has had between 2024 and 2025, which is crazy. We would definitely have like slow months, like break even or like 1%. Some months are crazy. January 2025 we made 19%, and then February was like 20 something percent. It's insane, literally insane. It's like high 20s or something like that, which is crazy. But yeah, that should be about it. I'll probably make more of these. Maybe I'll do like November on NAS. Problem with November and December, volume starts to kind of dry up, specifically December. So I might just wait till I finish up NAS. I'll get the data on that, and then I'll do pretty much doing all of these pairs. I'm kind of working with a guy who's kind of splitting up and doing each of these pairs so we can put some data together. He's working on gold right now, so yeah, might do GC next. Yeah, this is GC. I might do GC next, low-key. Because GC on the 30-minute performs not the best, but on the 5-minute, I've tested a little bit in 2025, and it performed very well. So yeah, I might just do that one next. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys pretty much for watching. I know there's a long video. I don't know if anyone actually made it to the end, but yeah, I'll pretty much make more videos like this, just going through live back testing, explaining why I'm taking these certain trades. But yeah, there's a very specific supply right here, which we'd never be taking. It's invalid anyways. But yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.